Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, the Daredevil Born Again Disney Plus MCU TV series. We are actually going to take a look at Punisher first because everybody's been finding Daredevil the last few days and you've probably seen some reviews already. A lot of people have been reviewing it, but I think there's been less reviews of Punisher first. So we're going to kick off with Punisher and then the next video will be Daredevil. So you guys know I picked up both of mine at Target. I have links in the video description below to the online listings, and maybe you could do an online pickup or whatever the case may be. And I'll have pre-order links at other websites like Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon in case you're looking to pick it up. I think Amazon was saying November. I think Big Bad Toy Store is probably likely the same. But Target stores, for whatever reason, however, worked out, they ended up starting to get these. So it's pretty good. So one of my local Targets actually had Daredevil. I was able to place the order late last night, and it was ready to pick up early this morning. And then Punisher was a few towns away. Less stores have gotten him in so far, but they did actually complete that order, and I was able to go there and do a drive up and pick it up. So we've got him, and here we go. I will compare this Punisher with the previous Netflix Punisher figure that we had gotten, and I think these may be the same torso between the two figures. Now that I'm looking at the neck, I'm like, no way, that's different, but I'm looking at it here, and maybe it's a little bit of the same. It might be, but we got this, and I thought this was an okay figure. It wasn't great, but at the time, I thought the likeness was pretty good. We did get a Daredevil figure back then with the Netflix one. We actually had two different ones. There was the San Diego Comic-Con one for the Defenders pack, which had an unmasked Matt Murdock head sculpt, which I never thought was any good, and then Spider-Man No Way Home, we had a Matt Murdock. And for shits and giggles, I'm going to compare it with the Final Swing Spider-Man because rumor has it, Punisher, Frank Castle, is going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, so I will do an actual comparison there. So here we have it. You can see there we got the Daredevil Born Again logo in the front, which is awesome. Some cool artwork for Punisher there on the side and on the back. And the bio reads, after his family was murdered in a criminal government conspiracy, U.S. Marine veteran Frank Castle turns vengeful vigilante and ally to Daredevil. That is when their interests align, because they're like friends and they're not. It's kind of one of those weird things, but I'm excited to take a look at this. So you guys know this is the same head sculpt as it was originally shown in the digital renders. It's just the digital render skin tone wasn't exactly the same. It's the same exact head sculpt, so everybody knows. Yes, he does look sad, but Frank never is happy. Ever. He never smiles. Like, that's the whole thing. So anyway, let's open it up. Let's get to it. Let's check it out. All right, here's the Punisher figure out of the package. You know what? I really like it. I've seen people not like it. You know what? I'm a big fan. I love MCU figures. I'm very biased towards them. I will be upfront and honest with you guys on that. But I really like this guy. Now, is it the same torso as the previous one that we had gotten? It is not. Is it similar? Sure. It is not the same torso. The bottom part is similar, but it is not the same. So we are 100% all new here. I mean, the hands could be reused. Nope, hands are going to be new. Boots the same. Nope, boots are 100% all new body here. And I like it. I'm digging it. The accessories are pretty good on this Frank Castle. A couple of weird things, and I talked about this on my previous video, which was the Weapon X Wolverine. We get two trigger finger hands. So we get a trigger finger / grip hand for the left and for the right. That is good. But we only get one fist, and that's for his right hand. And then his left hand just has an open hand there, which I'm now realizing is maybe so he can choke some dudes out, right? Like, that's... Oh, you know what? Let's get Matt Murdock in a suit, because in that episode, doesn't he grab Matt by the neck? Like, oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, I like it. I like that grip hand because it doesn't grip anything, but it could grip a neck if that's what you want to do. Like, it's perfect size for that. So in that scene, and I don't remember exactly the scene, if you watch Daredevil Born Again, when it first shows Frank, when he first shows up, and it's not at the end of the episode, at the season or anything like that, somewhere in the middle, I think he does grab Matt by the neck, and then he has the axe. Like, this is like perfect. There. Look at that. I'm recreating that. There we go. So that's cool that we get that, but I would have liked two fists. I really would have liked a fist for the left and the right. Unfortunately, we only get it for the right. Now, weapons. He comes with this axe here. It's just kind of gray wrap there, and then a little bit of a kind of a dark blade piece on the axe. He comes with a knife. The knife is just gray, and then the blade is black, and this is like the most rubbery knife I've ever seen Hasbro make. Like, it's crazy how soft plastic this rubber is. Like, it's insane. And it sheaths right on there onto his belt. right in the back there. And then we have a handgun here. You could see it is an actual realistic looking gun, so that is good. You could have that extra long magazine that kind of sticks out from the bottom. He does have these extra magazines here on his belt. Those are not removable or anything like that. It is not removable from the handgun there, but you can holster it there. And then again, he has trigger finger hands for the left and the right, so you can place the gun in his hand and he can hold on to it and he can get ready to shoot and everything like that. So we are good. That is the Punisher figure. I like it quite a bit. Sculpted detail is very nice across the whole figure, in terms of the legs and the wrinkles and everything like that, and just the vest that he wears. You even have a butterfly joint on there, which I'm just now realizing, because what am I doing before, whereas the old one didn't have a butterfly joint, so that should have been the first giveaway there. But I am really happy with this figure. I really like it. Is his hair crazy tall and everything like that? Probably a little too big, but yeah, that's kind of how it was in the show and everything. I think it looks great. Let's get in for a closer look so you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right, so here it is. That absolutely looks like, to me, like John Bernthal. Like, I see the resemblance. I think I see it. Look at that busted looking nose. I think it looks good. Skin tone is a little light. I think it should be a little bit darker. The digital render did a good job in terms of the skin tone. So that's the biggest difference that you'll see with those initial prototype images. Those were digital renders. Now, the Target listing, it does actually have the actual figure like photography, whereas no other website, as far as I could tell, has those. So the Target website does have them, so you could kind of get a look there. But that is what's going on. This is the same thing that I had seen at San Diego Comic-Con. This is the figure. This is how he looks, and it looks pretty good. In terms of sculpted detail, just look at the details of it in that vest. Looks really good. I like it. You get that little like Punisher logo there on the side. You get an American flag there on this side. It just looks really good. It is fully pinless, as you can see there. We've got some good things going on with the figure that I'm very pleased about. It just feels good in hand. I'm very, very pleased with it. Very, very happy with it. We have the butterfly joint in there, which is kind of interesting because I think this is one of those faux butterfly joints. I think Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine had this. It's something that McFarlane Toys does, where it's just like a ring in there and it just kind of fills a gap where it's not a true butterfly joint to allow the arm to really go back or really come forward for crossbody, but it does allow you to shift a little bit, which is better than nothing, I will say, but it's not really a true butterfly joint in my opinion. But yeah, there it is. I think he looks great. Let's go ahead and see how he moves. Okay, so articulation for Frank Castle. The neck is a separate piece inside the torso. That neck can move around on its own, and then the head is on a dumbbell joint, so you can get Frank to look all the way up, which is great. You can get him to look all the way down. You can pivot around, which is crazy. You could swivel around on that neck, swivel around on the head, all kinds of good motion there, so that is good. The arm you can get to go straight on out like so, and again, you can kind of shift that shoulder up and down a little bit. In there, you got the upper bicep swivel in there. Double jointed pinless elbow gives you that much bend there. I will admit that it is not the prettiest of elbow bends, but it does effectively get you a lot of movement in there. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge, standard horizontal hinge on not all of the hands. Neck grip hand and fist have horizontal hinge. Trigger finger hands have the vertical hinge, which is the correct hand for wielding guns in there, which is great. Again, that faux butterfly joint doesn't really allow you to go back or get some crossbody. It just allows you to shift the arm a little forward, a little back, a little up, a little down. There. We got the diaphragm cut on here, so you can shift that torso back a little bit to get Frank to lean back. Coming forward, though, is going to be very little, as you can see there, not a whole lot. You get a swivel at that diaphragm, but you can tilt in there, so you could get Frank to tilt to his left that much. You can get Frank to tilt to his right that much. The good thing is they kept that paint going on there with the skull, so that is quite nice in there. There is also a waist swivel, although the parts of the belt kind of get in the way, but you can swivel at the waist, which is redundant. It is not necessary if you have the diaphragm in there, of course. Legs go out that far apart. He can't kick forward. Ooh, that's not good. He can only kick forward that far there. Leg does not go back at all. You got an upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed pinless knee gives you that much bend at the knee, which is good. There should be a swivel because it feels like this piece, this leg piece, and then the ankle piece are two separate pieces, but there's no swivel in there, unfortunately. Foot hinges down a little bit. You can hinge up only a little bit. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So a little limited in articulation, but what we do have here, I am very pleased with, and I think the figure came out really good. I am really happy with it. You can pose it around in certain things, and granted, I am not the best when it comes to poses. I could do something a little quick here. I can recreate a scene kind of thing if needed, but you can do some things in there. So if you got Punisher doing something like that, or if we get the gun into his hand, you can get him posed around a certain way to be able to, I mean, I don't know, would he do this? Let's see. I mean, he could grip his hand, although angle-wise, like, see if I could do it. Would he feel the need to grip his arm? Well, he wouldn't really need to, right? It's Frank. But, like, I guess you can kind of, if you get it to do it or something like that, maybe, but otherwise you don't really need to. So, I mean, you could play around with it in terms of, like, articulation and everything and how you pose around. I'm just not really good at it. But I think you would be able to get into certain poses and stuff that you would need, so that is good there. However, that's not the best example, but you know what I mean. I think it can move around pretty good. It's just, you know, if I had a couple minutes to kind of pose around and work on it, I think I would probably do a little bit better. But let's go ahead and jump into the side-by-side comparisons. Okay, side-by-side comparisons. We're going to start off with Spider-Man because I was taking pictures and this is the last one that I took a picture of. So here is Spider-Man, the final swing suit version from No Way Home. Brand new day, he will have a different suit, but this just gives you an idea size-wise how they'll probably fit in together in the movie. We'll kind of have to see how that works out. And then here's the old Netflix Daredevil figure. If you want to see how Punisher looks next to the new Daredevil figure, please check out my review of the Daredevil figure, which will actually be after this video. I have not yet opened that one to be able to show you guys that side-by-side comparison, of course. And then Matt Murdock himself from Spider-Man No Way Home. You can see there he's a little bit shorter and a little bit smaller. And then here we have the Netflix Punisher figure, which at the time, again, I thought was really good. But when you look at how far Marvel Legends have come kind of since then, even with the digital print, you could see it was still very shiny and just really wasn't overall that great. So there's a big difference between the two. This one I liked at the time. It doesn't really hold up to today's standards as well, but man, I am really, really liking this new one. And then if we look at like the head sculpts between the two, I mean, you could see the John Bernthal likeness a little bit, sure, and he's a little beat up, whereas this new one is not beat up, but man, what a difference a few years makes between the two, right? So much better, even though I know people will think, oh, it's not great. It is good. It's just the skin tone, again, I do think is a little bit light in color, unfortunately. All right, that is the review of the Punisher figure from Daredevil Born Again. I'm very, very happy to have it. You guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of it? Again, I will have links in the video description below. If you're looking to order this figure, again, Target stores are starting to now receive it. And then I'll have some pre-order links, Big Bad Toy Store and all that. If you're looking to pick it up in our patient, you can get it on a pre-order and have it shipped out. But I'm really, really happy with it. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you for watching.